Yes.
They decide. And that is what they want. So now, having us to say, okay, let's even go, in as much as I agree to an extent that, yes, primaries of any whatever political should be between the political parties to tell us how they want to. But whatever they are doing also should not be in violation of the provision of the Constitution of Nigeria, because that is the manual, that is the supreme law as far as we are concerned, except legislature change it. Now, legislature is now coming to say, let's have primaries, direct primaries, and the executive and his advisors are saying no. And the truth is, nothing will happen, because there is school of thought of some people thinking that, okay, the National Assembly, they will veto whatever. They are not. These people are going on break.
Has that ever happened?
As we are speaking, they are leaving. The next thing you will tell, they've gone on research for Christmas for 3 weeks. By the time they come back next year,
it's too late.
Okay, no, is it just too late? What are they saying? Then they will. Probably caucus will meet and they will deliberate, and something would have changed, something. The next thing, story changes. You don't get to hear anything
anymore,
because we don't run any independent arms of government in Nigeria. As far as I'm concerned, it's just the executive and doing they send other arms errands,
and those
judiciary. They send them errands. So you have where will you get it to third? This was so what are we talking about? So nothing is going to come out from it.
But brings me to the issue of INEC here. INEC is proposing to spend 305 billion naira on that election in 2023. The interesting part about this money that INEC is supposed to spend is the fact that INEC has also taken 100 billion already. So 100 billion of that money has been given to INEC already. They are only expected to collect 205 billion in 2022 for the general elections. So whether we like it or not, the process is kickstarted.
Yeah.
So when we backtrack, what is likely to happen, Aare?
But there is no backtracking again.
No, this is moving forward, because this is like a replica of 2018.
When I saw the budget,
played out.
When I saw the budget, I was like, again, what did I say so? The census people were asking for 400 billion naira to count us. And I asked, in this already crippled economy, why must anybody want to squander? That's the word now. So much money on counting. And then why is our electoral process so expensive? 305 billion is a lot of money to now expend on election.
Sorry, let me get the advocate there. The devil's advocate, sorry. Election is expensive.
Nobody is saying no.
No, but it's
and don't forget that. Don't forget. No. I'm coming back to election, not census. I'm not talking about census. It's expensive, and don't forget, we don't print all these things here.
Another problem,
because that still comes to dollars.
Is that a plus to those who are managing our resources?
Unfortunately, we don't have good managers.
I mean,
okay. So basically, we are having this election. Everything we're going to use for this election is going to be imported, except the people.
I like that.
Except the people. Every material is going to be imported except for the people.
Yes.
And then at the end of the day, we're going to conduct this election, and it's going to be counted by us. So what's the problem? It's the process we've gone through from 1999 till date. So are we reinventing the wheel, or are we just?
We're not reinventing anything. We're just doing what they call the normal thing.
So what's the big deal?
It is obvious that Nigerians want a change from the old order. You cannot continue doing things the same way and expect a different result.
But it is being said that history will be kind, posterity will be kind to President
Excuse me,
Buhari
when people say posterity,
if he signs this Electoral Amendment Bill.
See, what another issue I have with these people. Why can't Mr. President sign if he has raised the issue of just direct primaries, which is the key among all the excuses given? Why don't you just sign, give consent to this,
and then put up
we
an
can
amendment?
always amend. Now, meaning that they know what they are doing.
Deliberate is
deliberate. they know that they are not going to sign this.
But
This thing will not see the light of the day. They know.
So all the dance
we are only just-
So,
I mean-
what then is our hope for a constitutional review if you are finding it difficult to
It is
finish?
still revolution. Now, anytime I mention revolution, please, people should not misquote me.
I need to give you the definition of
Anytime
revolution.
I mention revolution, I am not
Intellectual-
asking for cutlass, guns,
and
fights,
and
and looting, and that is not revolution. I've had revolution before in a system, and we changed the narrative without carrying one single thing. It was a system where they say, oh yes, student union, they were doing. We had the revolution. We made the statement. Everything changed without breaking anything, without carrying any placard. So we can achieve same revolution. Now, how do we start? Because our people, particularly our youth, we are very good on social media, and that is where we see us. The entertainment industry, we are there. We don't mind traveling from here to United Kingdom to whatever to go and watch one Davido. I don't have a problem with that. Now, what is our interest? We sit in our comfort zone, then we tweet and we do all social medias and all that. How many of us right now have gone to register and
get a voter's
add
card?
a voter's card? Because when you say vote doesn't count, why do they come to give you money to come and vote for them? If you claim vote does not count, how come these same people will come to you and give you the 2,000, 5,000 to come and vote for them if it doesn't count? Get your cards. Let us be ready. Let us have our own person, then let us vote and change the narrative. We can. It's not by fighting, it's not by shouting alone. We can. When we decide to have things changed by ourselves, not all these me, myself, and I, not confusion everywhere, not even youth coming, not even among the youth, so divided. Is that the same youth they are using to kill other youth?
So they said they're not too young to run.
All this
it didn't end anywhere. It didn't end anywhere because selfishness now came in.
But that wasn't not too young to run. Not too young to run was a different movement.
No. We use it to describe
the entire process.
Yeah, at that time we had some youths.
Yes, now
they're supposed to come together and to have a
political
harmonious
and all of them are in different parties. When they now say, okay, fine, let us even come together and see whether we can have one party together. And everybody wanted to be president.
And I keep asking
Unfortunately,
must you start from the presidency?
The problem is that there is no structure in these places as well.
This individual that want to be president, check no one single councillor in any world for that party.
So
I want to be president.
See, I remember
just
one of them was invited here, and I was called in as an executive interviewer. If you remember,
I remember.
and I asked him, it's been you and you and you alone.
Yeah.
Do you think you will make a choice of your regime or tenure in case you are voted in? It is so whereby every person in the National Assembly that from different parties, instead of answering my question sincerely, instead of abusing people. You see, and that is the problem. Today, it has not changed.
I keep asking the question.
I'm still worried anyway. We have had our time, whether good or bad.
Is the next generation really prepared for leadership? That's the question that I think sincerely we need to ask ourselves. There is nothing to reflect that. And we need to respond to.
There is going to reflect that, and I will tell you why. Poverty has been weaponized. Then illiteracy, the same thing. So much that what everybody is now looking for is how do I break through, whether legally or illegally, whether lawfully or unlawfully. And that's why every corner you go, you see people doing things that you're like, are you doing this? And even from the moral side of it, all of these things, they won't pass any test or any examination.
Let's talk about some more stories here. Yuletide rise in deaths from Omicron likely into the C1s. If I take a look at that story, first thing this morning I did was to look at the confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria, 225,255. What I was mostly interested in is the fact that just between in 24 hours we have about 1,368 new cases. I know in the news yesterday was being said